Okay, so when I ask you a question, just you don't have to like rephrase it exactly how I asked the question, but somehow incorporate what I'm saying. Like, don't just say yes or no or things like that.
Yes. Yes. Thank you. All right. Okay.
All right. So, where do you see yourself, in the future?
Okay. Pause real quick.
I can edit it.
Okay. Well, do I have to relate everything back to music, or can I actually answer?
You can actually answer and stuff.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I want something about, obviously, this setup and things like that. You can talk about, kind of what you're doing now and stuff. But yeah, you can talk about business, whatever you want to do.
Actual major and stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, so let's start again. All right, I'm ready.
Go.
Okay, what was the question? Tell me the question. I forgot.
Like, where do you see yourself? Where are you going?
Well, just give me like 5 years.
Sure.
Okay, because I'm gonna. All right. In 5 years, I see myself hopefully working in my field of management information systems. I really hope to either work for Boeing, Google, or Microsoft. Those are my big ones. I hope to accomplish. I really want to see myself achieving my goals at a young, early age than later on in life. And yeah.
What does like achieving your goals look like to you? What does success look like?
Success to me, I feel like there's two different successes. The successes in your business life, or your career life, and then I believe that there's success in life. And for business, like in your career life, success for me is I would like to get to the point where I'm high up in a managerial point within the company, to where I actually get to make decisions in either furthering or bettering the company, in whether it's in Google or Boeing. That's for my career side. That's what I feel like success for me would be. But as in life, success for me would be is I'd really be able to take care of my parents. My parents to me is a big thing, because when I come from Zimbabwe, and my parents gave up a lot for them to give us success in life, whether it was education or being able to achieve careers that we probably wouldn't have been able to achieve back in Zimbabwe based on the situations that went on with the economy and stuff like that. So to me, success in life would be to the point where I can provide for my parents the way they provided for me when I needed it, and be able to provide for my family, whether it's going to be my daughter or a kid, to buy her those new shoes she wanted without thinking twice about it, or sending them to the best schools. That would be success for me in life.
So you talk about, your motivators or your inspiration, so you could talk about your parents again, or what other things motivate and inspire you?
Things that motivate and inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. One of the biggest things is probably from the way my parents raised me. They've always kind of taught me to be if you want people to take you seriously, or people to genuinely like understand you, is you really need to be able to practice what you preach. So I try and live what I talk. And one of the biggest things for me that helps me is like music. I listen to music, and it's helped me get through stress, hard times, when my emotions were flying, all that kind of stuff. Music was a big thing for me, and that's kind of like you see my music set up. One of the other ways was I started to create my own music and let whether it was anger or sadness, flow out into the songs that I wrote and produced and sang. So that's one of the things that motivates me and keeps me sane, you can say, when I have hard times. Another big motivator is like I said, my parents, because I understand and I know what they gave up and what we went through, and I just want them to know that they didn't do it all for nothing, sort of a thing.
How hard is it to keep dreaming and push on and stay motivated as a college kid?
I feel like if you don't have a strong personality and you don't understand yourself very well, like when you don't know yourself very well, I feel like it's really hard, because it's really easy to get caught up in basically just, it's easy to get caught up in forgetting yourself, or forgetting where you came from, or forgetting what you're really here for. Because, you know, I feel like in college is where you really start to understand yourself more, because you're put in college and basically it's your time to grow up and learn how to do things on your own, because mom and dad's not here. Go to class on your own. Mom and dad's not here to wake you up. You know, so you really start to learn how to motivate yourself to go to class and do your homework and stuff like that. And as well as you learn how to... Shoot, what was the question? What was the question?
Like what keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? Like, or about college and staying motivated in college.
What keeps you motivated in college? Right. So, like I was saying, you learn a lot about yourself in college, and I feel everybody has their own way of finding a way to keep them pushing on. Whether it's thinking about your parents are spending lots of money for you to be here, or whether it's you actually want to be successful and be that person driving a Range Rover one day, or you just, you know, you just want to pass and start a career and make a name for yourself out there. I feel everybody has their own motivators, and it's different for everybody. My motivator, I already said, was coming from where I came from and knowing what my parents gave up for me to get to where I am today. That's my motivator.
Define inspiration or motivation. Define what that means to be motivated or to be inspired or to hold on to that.
Defining motivation, I believe it's to the point where you literally understand the meaning of there's nobody in this world that can stop you from wanting to accomplish what you want to accomplish. There's only actually one person, and it's yourself. And I feel like when you really understand that, and you really understand that literally it's only yourself that's going to stop you from doing good on this test, or getting to this point in a company, or finishing first in a race, or, you know, I mean, it's yourself. And I feel like once you understand that, you can understand how to motivate yourself, because you know that nothing else can stop you besides yourself, whether it's putting in that extra 2 hours, forcing yourself to put in that extra 2 hours to understand vocabulary that you're going to need in a test or whatever it is. And I feel like when you get to that point and you start getting the ball rolling and you start accomplishing small tasks that you set yourself out to be, is you become motivated, and you start understanding yourself, and you start understanding like what you need to get certain tasks accomplished. And I believe that's when you become motivated. Like for me, that's what it took. Like in high school, I started off, I used to do good in school, but like not out fantastically good. And I started to set goals for myself, and the first goal I started to set, I was like, let me try and get a 4.0 first semester. And I did that. And then I was like, okay, let me try and do this again second semester. And I did that too. And I did that all while being, you know, I was in ASB and leadership, and I did that all, and then I just started to get this feeling that literally nothing can stop me besides myself. You're the only limit to your success, basically. And once you get motivated, and once you understand that, that's when I believe you become motivated. It's because you understand yourself and you understand your limits.
That's good. What's like, kind of give some advice as far as like, you know, how to get to that point. You could say it in the form of like, you know, it's so important to remember to do this, or remember to always, you know, something along those lines. Like some
to get to the point of being motivated.
Yeah, something like, or to be inspired, or some piece of advice along those lines that you've got to give the people.
Oh, okay. Let me think about this for a second.
Haley said something along the lines of, you know, get to that, be where, you know, makes you happy, or no, she said, with this part, she said, you know, it's okay to be selfish with your dreams. It's okay to chase after them and, you know, not let anything get in the way. So kind of your piece of advice.
Okay, so, but I mean, that'd be like towards your dreams, but like, are you asking how to get to the point of where you're motivated?
Anything along the lines of like,
of that.
Like get to where you're going. I want to go somewhere, you know.
Okay. Basically, one of the biggest things I have to say, or things that I've learned, I mean, I'm still young, I'm still going through it every day and still trying to figure it out, but one of the biggest things I have learned is that even though there will be a tomorrow, that's one of the biggest things, because you will run into so many obstacles trying to reach your dream, and literally, it may sound, you know, cheesy or cliche, but literally achieving your dream is not going to be easy, but it really is a test for you to understand. Okay, hold on, let me restart all over. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out where I'm trying to go with this, but okay, let me restart over. So, achieving your goals or becoming motivated, I mean, I'm still young, and I'm still going through it every day, and I'm still learning more about myself, and I'm still learning. So, for say the blueprint of how to get to your how to achieve your dreams, but I feel like the biggest thing I've learned is that you will run into a lot of obstacles, and you literally have to laugh at those obstacles and take them a lot lighter than they are, because I promise you that there will be tomorrow, and no matter what, you will get through it. If you think about it, I can remember, I literally thought elementary was going to be the longest time of my life, and it really was, but you got through it. You probably, with points in high school when you're like, man, I don't think I'm going to pass this test, I'm probably going to fail this class, or, you know, there was definitely a point in high school when you're like, man, you couldn't see yourself past high school, but you got through it. And same thing with college. You know, my first year, I was like, wow, this is like really different, but at the end of the day, you got through it. Life will go on, and it's just whether you choose to pick up your luggage and go with it, or whether you choose to say, nah, I'm okay, I'm just gonna stay here, I'm gonna settle for this is fine. So at the end of the day, life will go on, and as long as you keep going on with it, and you keep, you know, staying at it day by day, you will get to that point that you will feel comfortable saying, I've reached my success, or you will get to the point where you'll feel nothing can stop you, thus being motivated. And do I feel like I'm at that point? Certain days, yeah. Certain days, no. But I know that when bad things happen, it's not going to stop me till I get to the point that I feel, like truly feel, is going to be my success, or the point that I feel okay with settling with.
I think that's good. I like it.